Welcome to yet another edition of Walking with Misha. Joking aside, I thought I would take a look at the car-free experiment of Friedrichstraße in the middle of Berlin. This is at one end of the experiment, and nearby is Leipzigerstraße, which is a fairly heavy trafficked street, and the continuation of Friedrichstraße as it would normally look like on the other side, but that's a less heavily trafficked part. So I thought I would walk from one side to the other. It's about maybe 400 meters, 500 meters. The experiment has been running for almost a year now. This was a very trafficked part of Friedrichstraße, a street that cuts across the center Mitte, the very popular Mitte of Berlin. There's lots of offices here, and accompanying shops, it's also a bit of a shopping streak. So though parts of the shopping area are further south of the car-free area. Anyway, so it's been running for almost a year now, and I don't know what the public feedback has been, but certainly a lot of you see a lot of happy people here, and there's the furnishing has seen a few iterations. There's the parklets on the street, and they initially they were very generic, then there was another experiment, and now in the last 2 weeks there's another iteration of these parklets. Many of these parklets were originally just kind of steel or plastic, and now there's a combination of wood and steel and a bit of greenery. There's also also some attempts to introduce these parklets, which are a bit community oriented, so you have groups of people sitting together and not just separately, which might not be completely ideal in times of corona, but the thought is good, as is, well, hopefully we'll be getting to the end of corona at some point. These small glass houses might have originally been intended for some kind of cafe, so intimate eating setting or something, but maybe that's not all entirely great and so on at the times of corona, or suitable. So down there is Gendarmenmarkt, where one of the old French parts of Berlin, where the good old Huguenots ran away to when the French Protestants, when they were not so popular in France. So people are not entirely super happy about being filmed here in Berlin, so I'll try to be a bit discreet about all that at some point. It's currently cafes and restaurants are not allowed to have seating, so people are not allowed to sit in cafes and restaurants. So ironically, the parklets here sort of provide an in-between, but anyway, so it's maybe one benefit of the parklets, but just to explain why there isn't so much seating around the cafes themselves. This house is being taken down. It was kind of a nice wooden house that is kind of there since Christmas. So the streets are gently blocked off. Here's the Russian Cultural House with needed luxury shops at the bottom, as it were. Essential deliveries are allowed, or well, essential but deliveries are allowed. And it's easy for it's easy for ambulances to get access and emergency services to run through here. Let's see, there was a bit of a luxurious parklet up at the other end, so you can see another one of these cross streets in central Berlin is still open there, but that's the end of the parklet area. I'll do a quick, and well, it benefited the tree life of Berlin. So if we look back, it's now around 2:30, and so it's not rush hour. I could go back here and try this again when it's around 12 or 1 o'clock and there's more traffic coming through, but it can be quite busy at times. It seems it's I like the way that the signage has been done, and one is sort of flexible. One is quite literally very flexible in how the route of the bicycling has been arranged. So by the fact that I don't know the political details of how this all has been extended, but by the fact that it seems that the trial has been extended, it could point to some success, and certainly it's very nice. Nice parklet around here, and I can film it without getting noticed so much. So here we are, literally at the end. And I quite like this erasure of previous traffic markings. It has this nice techno aesthetic to the whole thing. It would be an interesting thought if there was more seating infrastructure around here, or maybe they don't want to compete too much with businesses that are here, and it could also be very interesting to see how this all works when businesses are open again. The trial started in the middle of the corona year, so businesses weren't open, so we can't quite see that, but maybe we will. Now the sun has come out a bit more. So I'll go maybe halfway through and then go into Gendarmenmarkt here on the left. It's sort of, even though these houses here aren't being used for anything, then they're certainly a fun addition to the street. Sort of a bit reminiscent of the good old days with when the inner cities had wooden houses. Yes, celebrating Yuri Gagarin. Sorry if I'm not the most professional videographer. Trying to avoid getting run over and everything. I can see